You need a 3D printer for projects in your garage or workshop. And this right here, this is a perfect example why. So this is a nylon roller for the window actuator of my 75 Dodge D100. And in my last video, I replaced the passenger side rollers and these things worked great. However, finding these things is a pain. These things were like $16 a piece and each window takes 3. So for what I paid for 6 of these, I probably could have bought brand new window actuators, but that's besides the point. The point is, when it came to doing the driver's side, the previous owner must have replaced the rollers on the driver's side, and he replaced ones that came with new ball studs. Well, he must have replaced them with ball studs and rollers from like a 78 or newer truck because, well, these don't fit. I mean, here's the driver's side window actuator. You can see these are replaced. As a matter of fact, he didn't even, they're like rivets almost. He didn't tighten them all the way. That's how I got this one out. But, so I could have gone back to where I found these, that's my 3D printed part. That's for later in the story. I could have gone back to where I got these rollers from and, you know, paid another $16, $17, whatever they were for these rollers. But then I thought I'd put my 3D printer to work. I kind of divulged that a little early. So what I did was I took all the measurements from this roller and I measured the larger ball stud and I printed my own rollers. Put these into CAD, drew them up, sent them to the 3D printer, and these things mount right on to the new or larger ball studs. So yeah, now I printed these out of PETG. So are they gonna last? I don't know. But because the originals are printed out of nylon, I could print these out of nylon. I just have to update or upgrade my hot end on my printer because I think nylon prints at like 300. But besides the point, if these fail, just because they're printed out of PETG, if these don't last, I have the file. I can print new ones. Or eventually I can update my 3D printer or upgrade it and to the point that I can print nylon. So I'm still waiting on, there's a like wave washer that goes on the inside there. And then there's a cap that I printed that will go in place. So those are supposed to be here today. I ordered those from McMaster Car. They should be arriving shortly. So once those arrive, I'll be able to put this together. I need to secure these ball studs, but yeah, I mean, 3D printed parts can replace things that are either hard to find or just impossible to find. For example, there is this. What this is just a nylon spacer where the screw goes, and this is for the front window track or the vent window, and that's this piece right here. Now, this one is for the driver's side. This one's broken. It's kind of chipped and it's loose, but it's in there. It's probably going to break soon. But the other one that I have here, this one, is off the passenger side window, and you can see the one tab broke off. So again, I took all of these measurements and I printed my own, printed them out of PETG. These don't have, they're just a spacer and a screw mount. Basically the screw goes through the window frame and into this, and then this goes into the frame there on the vent window. PETG should be fine for this. If I take the window out again and this one breaks, then I'll work on printing it out of nylon. But yeah, just another, trying to do this, show that they are exactly the same. Just careful measurements. Use a set of calipers like this here. Just some cheapo calipers. Took all the measurements, put them into CAD, made a few tweaks here and there. I did print out a couple test pieces because, you know, things, you have to compensate for like the spread of the filament and everything as it prints. So I did print a couple of test pieces, but once I got everything dialed in, I printed them out of PETG. So I'll come back when I get the wave washer or the spring washer. Like I said, they should be here later today, and we'll get these things installed and see how they work. I mean, you can see here on, I have the driver's side window here. This piece just rides in these tracks. And that roller just rides along in this track. There's one here, one on the front window, or front of the window, and then there's another one in the door for the other arm, for this one here. But yeah, they'll just ride in there, and that's just what helps, or what provides a mounting point that moves for the actuator to move up and down and raise and lower the window. You see, that just fits right in there. Nice and easy. So UPS didn't show up until like 7:30 last night. They were supposed to have been here by 3. No big deal. We'll just adjust. I was just on my way out the door, taking the wife out on a little date night. So here we are working on it this morning. I did yesterday, before while I was waiting for them to show up, take care of these, the ball studs. All I did, focus maybe. So they're secure now. All I did was throw them in the vise, press it down, and just kind of smash the back end in. They're all secure. So I got, like I said, the spring washers. And what these are, little wavy washers, they're going to go in there, and then it gets capped off. And with that, I think what that does is it just prevents the back end from spreading out. It keeps pressure on the back end of the housing and kind of helps keep everything secure on that ball stud. So I'm going to get these put together, get this back in the truck. We'll see how well they work. All right, as you can see, I got the glass in place. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did have to make some adjustments to those rollers, had to make a few changes. They weren't quite working out the way that I had hoped, which is just the nature of the beast when you're 3D printing reproduction parts, right? You're going to design it, you're going to take measurements, you're going to think it's all going to work. They're going to take some tweaks. It happens. Anyway, I got it on the rollers. I have to kind of push it back into the track because the vent window's not in, but I'm going to get that put in right now. And I'm going to show you guys the, where is it? The actual little spacer that I printed also. So, super, kind of a pain in the ass, but we can get this in place. So that spacer goes right here. And that's going to then allow me to drive this screw in through the door frame, through the spacer, into the vent window. I've got my screw, got a screwdriver. There it is. I'll be back once I get everything in. I guess I should tighten the whole thing down before I keep doing this. Got the spacer in, everything's lining up. Just gotta basically suck this frame into the window frame into the door. That spacer's in there. And we are tight. In the window, my rollers, jumping teeth, my weather stripping keeps coming off the door. Never ends, guys. I'm a little nervous to really crank on this window. What is, that thing is jumping gears. Nope. It's the window all the way up. I think it's only make some adjustments, but overall it works. I just gotta kind of tweak my design a little bit, tweak some of those measurements a little. But yeah, minor tweaks, but it will work. It will work. So there we go, guys. Still need some more tweaks, but you can use your 3D printer to print parts that are either just kind of expensive or just near impossible to find or to come up with. It's not perfect. This one still needs some more tweaks to the design, but that's all stuff that I can do like behind the scenes. In concept, in theory, it works. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, just definitely gotta make some more tweaks. That little spacer for the door frame, perfect. Screw. I did drive the screw. I put the spacer in the vise first so that I wasn't cutting threads in the plastic here in the door. I just kind of pre-cut the threads in the vise, put it in, and it went right in, no issue. But yeah, get yourself a 3D printer, guys. You can really use it to, again, make custom parts, make prototype parts. If you're looking to design something, you want to see how it all fits and lays together and everything interacts with one another. Or use it to replace parts that are just really hard to come by. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell. See you on the next one.